As you all know, it's Islamic Awareness Week and the theme is humanitarianism or insania, and we've decided to ask a bunch of university students what they think about the general concept of charity.
Zakat helps society by keeping the wealth distributed throughout the community equally. It helps keep the rich and the wealthy aware of the needy.
Yeah, I think it's really great that it's a part of the faith that it
Annual zakat, which is basically giving 2.5% of your wealth to those less fortunate, and that's sort of a balancing out of wealth globally.
Well, I think zakat, if institutionalized and enacted properly, will be able to solve a lot of the problems that we have in terms of hunger, world poverty, disease, whatever it is.
Something I think that is really a part of humanitarianism within Islam or Insaniyat is that we're all considered brothers and sisters in Islam, and for me that's like a really important thing.
And it's also because we don't really choose which families and which socio-economic background we're born into, and so we should always be grateful for what we've got, and we should definitely think about those less fortunate and understand that it could be us in that position.
Really powerful. I mean, they unite together. They're really good. I mean, even better than any other religion organization.
That's one of the most fundamental things about Islam in general, because you're always meant to be moving towards, you're always meant to be developing through improvement, you're always meant to be improving yourself. So one of the best things that you can do is to keep distancing yourself from the worth that money is in life, because money comes and goes, and the best thing that you can do with it is not rather to keep it for your own excessive benefit, but just to give it away for others to reach some level of benefit that they don't already occupy.
I think Australia is like not very generous.
I mean, I would say definitely not, is my opinion. There's a lot of kind of passive charity giving in the Western world, I would say.
I feel so lucky to have had everything that I have, but at the same time I don't think Australians generally appreciate how lucky we are.
I don't think we realise how privileged we actually are.
Yeah, I definitely don't think we have done enough.
But in China we have some organizations. But in Australia I think I have looked some on Facebook or YouTube video, but I don't think it's enough. Because on our campus I didn't look.
Time we can see a lot of people like giving flyers, trying to raise some funds for charity, like on the streets. But probably because you're trying to attract the passerbys, the people who are passing by. Sometimes when they are in a hurry or when they want to do something else, it's probably not a really effective way of gaining some charity.
There's room for a lot more research, a lot more investigation, a lot more experimentation into how do you take zakat in theory, update the fiqh books to the modern economic system, and then implement it.
About that, well, I suppose it's present, just not as much as it should be.
One of the most important things is to make sure that we're giving our charity to the right organisations, and to organisations that aren't just going to be providing the person with maybe a one-off help, whereas organisations that actually try and help communities establish their own way of maybe producing something.
I do like the model of child sponsorship, where you're committed to actually giving a certain amount of money to support whether it be a child or a child in the community, and I think that actually helps to grow a new generation of people who could actually create jobs and to actually sustain the community as well.
I mean, it's a very difficult question because obviously
it is one of the 5 pillars, but philanthropy in Islam doesn't stop there. It should go beyond the zakat as well, so I think people should remember that it just doesn't stop with the zakat. You should always keep giving to the poor, even if it's a smile.
Yeah, I think that's why it's so important to not only think about it in forms of I'm sacrificing this much of my money to a charity organisation, but to actually actively do something.
Just like we can use the tool of media. We have the social media, we can use the platform to let more people know, just like me, to let more people know about this thing. I think it's really helpful?
A clip of like videos in some societies which you're trying to raise the fund for.
The richest people in the world actually did give 2.5% of their wealth. We would be very much successfully on the way, I think, to eradicating world hunger. So yeah, I think zakat is one of the most fundamental things and one of the most important things and beneficial things that we could do. It has one of the most obvious contributions to humanitarianism, which is the theme of our week. So I think zakat, in terms of a general comment, leaving aside any politics and all that, I think it's one of the best things that we could do.